at a bit of a standstill on this transfer case. Those are all prepped, ready to go back in, and the case halves, Maddox has cleaned these out, did a pretty good job, looking nice. But I am still needing some seals and bearings. These here are darn near impossible to find anymore for the 207. So just a heads up, if you got a 207, I had to go on eBay and buy some new old stock Mopar bearings that should be here, I think Monday, and I'm hoping they're the right ones. But other than that, I am not finding this. It takes two, this little bearing for this thing. They go on the input side down in there. So while we're waiting for parts, I've got another project to work on. We dug the Dana 35 out from the field again, and I need to plasma cut these shock mounts off because we're going to use them on our Ford 9-inch. I need a way to mount the shocks, and those are perfectly good and they're free. So here we go.
That was easy.
Look at it. It's hot. I'm gonna have to cut this off. That's in the way. But this will get welded on like this. Not bad. I'll have to figure out what angle to get it on there. Probably like that. Shot goes from there to here. There we go.
Okay, well, we got it in.
We got the other plastic metal part out.
Metal, not plastic.
Whatever. Looks plastic, but I guess it's metal.
Okay.
Yeah, we finally got that side out.
All right.
Took a while, but we got it.
There we go. One done. Now we gotta wait for the other one to come in the mail. We can do the other one.
Yeah.
Yep.
But now it works. We know it works. Okay. Good.
It's good to have a press.
It needs a ball chain press. All right. So.
Trying to get the shock, I guess.
Actually, you know what we need, Macy's, is a sandwich baggie. You get a Ziploc baggie.
I just started on this thing! No!
Oh, well.
Careful, it's hot. Told you.
Just hold it. What? Fair.
He has strong fingers. Strong skin, too, Maddox. I mean, he also did kind of break his hand. By getting it smashed. It was that
different.
one, I think.
It's different.
Pretty sure, but yeah, strong hands.
No. Let me do that.
I know, right? And it's been 5 minutes.
Hey Maddox, I'd feel better if you were over here, where you had a better view and a better shot of anything that needed to happen.
Okay. And so I don't get sparks on me.
That too, but also so you can feel it's burning.
in the shop.
Okay, let's put this away. So leave the red cord out. Let's put the plasma cutter away and give me the angle grinder and my clear safety glasses on the hook. Hey, Macy, can you change this out with a new one, please?
One eternity later.
Picked up some rear shocks. I ended up going with these ProComp ES series. These are actually for a Nissan Titan, I believe, but they measure out to work for our rear on the Chief. So I got one in from eBay for 18 bucks and another one off Amazon for about 40 bucks. All right, so we got one of our shocks in on a new shock mount, but the shock was right about 4¼ inches of travel from ride height to bottoming out. So 4¼ inches. This is right at 4 inches. My guess is this rubber is going to could squish a good 1/4 inch. So we need to add some height to this, and I think we're going to use this piece of wood and bolt it right there to give us just a little less up travel. All right, so this is the wood we're going to use. I cannot pronounce the name, but it's Latin for wood of life. This is one of the hardest woods in the world. I've used it for pins, knife handles, stuff like that. So I've got scraps of it laying around, but it's so hard that in the dams back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, they built all these dams in Washington State, and this was used for the bearing material, the bearing surface, the wear surface for those hydroelectric turbines, and they last for decades. So extremely hard stuff, extremely dense, and we're going to use it for bump stops.
Dan's taking off the bolts so he can see where to put the holes in the wood.
Yep.
Max is getting him one of the pieces.
Okay, wood. And Macy pin.
Time to mark holes. Time to drill some holes now. There's one. Two holes in the hardest wood in the world.
Hardest trade wood in the world, one of the hardest woods.
Oh, I can smell that wood. Look at all that beautiful wood pieces, guys.
That might not be long enough. I'll have to use some more. What do I got here?
So pretty. And Dan's looking for bolts.
Yep, we got some washers, and that's already over there. That'll work.
Okay.
There we go. Now I think we'll be safe and not damage our shock. I think we'll hit this before this bottoms out.
Yep, taking the axle all the way back to the field again.
After having to bring it back, we're gonna put these things off for the shocks to fit in there. And
find some more tires to sell, I guess. Not be good to lose them.
Careful, put your finger in there. I had a friend that was doing that, and he actually hit the button, and it ran that nut all the way up his knuckle, past his knuckles. Yeah, he had to go to the doctor, and they had to take a wrench and unscrew it off his finger.
Ugh.
Yeah, not fun. Yeah, so don't put your finger in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That looked easy.
well, yeah, you can take that one later on. Let's get
Pretty flat on the bottom of it.
yeah, that's fine. He just wants the rim.
Yeah.
Hey, Macy, put the other one on.
What's the, oh.
I need to go up or down.
I'm in the spots where I'm going to get pokies in my butt.
You're gonna
Onyx.
have to scoot it up.
I know I'm not that stupid.
No, not you. There.
Put your foot on the brake and start it up.
What are you doing?
Driving Jeep back to the house.
Which Jeep?
The green one. The ogre, I guess.
And I gotta try and get in this monster. I made it!
Back up first.
Yep. I gotta like sit forward in the seat too.
Calmness. Not even going that fast. Okay. It still has beefcake.
Yeah. It's kind of big, so I'd expect that.
Slower.
Holy jeez.
I'm not that crazy of a driver, Mom.
Oh, yeah.
You're in the way of the camera. See right here? Where it's been wet?
No.
Yes.
It's kind of discolored. It's a different color right here.
Oh.
It's a little
Yeah,
It's a little
darker. It has been leaking, and it's got a little bit going on over here too. So,
Is that where you were looking at one earlier today?
yeah, I ordered one.
Oh, yeah.
Have you bought one yet? Oh, great. That costs more money than the stupid thing.
Yeah, like $160.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna be hitting the $5,000.
All right, so let me turn this screen back on. All right, so we have put in 180-degree thermostat. Had a 195 in it, so it might help a little bit. I am retrofitting a ZJ fan shroud to fit in here. And while we're at it, I'm going to change the radiator. Like I said, I picked one up for like 165 bucks, and it's wider. It says it fits here, but it does say it's wider, so I'm not going to finish fitting the fan shroud until I get the new radiator and make it all fit together. But this one's been leaking little bits, so might as well just change it now instead of having it go bad while we're out doing the competition.
Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate the coffees. I've been working really hard for this with this Jeep and all the things. The coffee fund link is in the description below. Thank you.
That's all, folks.